Howdy guys, Nexas here, welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, we are back again with more things to go over. And because it is Friday reset, I'm getting sniped up, boys. Oh, my PvE KD! Oh, leave me alone, please. But because it is Friday reset, we are going in to check what Xur is going to have for us. Man, these guys could leave me alone. But Xur is going to be in the freaking Nexas if you want to get to him. Ain't no glitch or anything. He is here for the last weekend before the next season. Going to be super sweet to go visit him and everything. He is selling some juicy things, like he's selling Telesto, boys. So if the game breaks, we all know freaking why. He's got Telesto, Gemini's, Actum War Rig, and Variety's Brow. Not really great stats on all of them. His DMT is Outlaw, and his Hawkmoon is Eye of the Storm. Again, not amazing stats or what's called perks for them either. But he is, of course, going to have a plethora of legendary weapons. And the first one he's going to have is going to be the 7 Seraph SI2. Elemental Capacitor with Hip Fire Grip. Actually pretty funny to like no-scope and everything with the handling, but I wouldn't pick that up straight away. There is better rolls on that one. Whispering Slab with Quick Draw, Demolitionist. Again, not exactly amazing. Eternal Blazing, which has High Cali Rounds, Killing Wind, and Unrelenting. Again, it actually is a pretty sweet synergy perk, but overall, Scout Rifles, yeah, not exactly God tier. We got the Long Shadow with Outlaw and our Snapshot Sights and Explosive Payload. Honestly, not bad for PvE, with the Extended Mag as well, but there definitely is better Long Shadow rolls you can get. We have the Widow's Bite Sniper with Disruption Break and Firmly Planted. Again, though, this is kind of a weird sort of PvE roll. Wouldn't be great for PvP. We also have the Royal Entry Rocket, which is going to have Impact Casing with Trash and Field Prep. Not bad with the Field Prep, but the Trash kind of ruins it a little bit. I'm not going to lie. And last but not least, we are going to have the weapon we're going to review today. The 7th Seraph Assault. Now, you might think LMGs are ass in this game, and I would agree with you this season. But the thing that will be happening next season is that heavy weapons are getting a pretty massive buff for PvE. Not PvP now. PvP, it's going to be somewhat the same. You can see on the screen what exactly is going to be happening. So Bungie thought there wasn't really a way to make them really good in PvE without making them just the god tier weapon for everything. So what they're doing is increasing the base damage by 40% for general mobs and everything, and an extra 20% when it comes up against bosses. So against bosses, you will do that juicy 20% extra damage next season. But the reason I want people to pick up this role, the reason I will say this role is dope, is because of the perks on it. So basically, perks-wise, if you haven't already read them, it is going to be Corkscrew, Polygon Up. We got High Caliber Rounds, or like Mag. You got Auto-Loading Holster. This holstered weapon is automatically reloaded after a short period of time. Obviously, really, really good for PvE. And last but not least, you're going to have the trait Vorpal Weapon. Increased damage against bosses, vehicles, and guardians with the super active. This is a god tier role for PvE, and that is why I will say do this and just click on that, and you got your 7 Seraph. I bought it twice. God damn it. But without further ado, let's go into some PvE with the 7 Seraph Saw. Well, boys, we got some freaking Hive on the field, but this one I mean by the damage, it can actually be really nice. Now, you can see I'm taking like a full mag, even with Vorpal Weapon and everything, I'm taking like a full mag to actually kill those. And that is where a lot of people obviously hate LMGs because they're not great against bosses. They're only good for ad control. But next season, honestly, they're already good for ad control, but they are going to start to drop some mofos. You can see with the auto-loading holster, it actually is really, really sweet just for dealing with mobs like this. Now, obviously, I know a lot of people are going to hit me with, oh my god, my Gallahorn, Joe, my Gallahorn's just so much better. Yeah, I understand that, boys, but definitely this weapon, or the, what's it called, the LMG, it's going to be super sweet just for absolutely melting some things like this. Now, whoa, can you drop the shield? Ah, the play against Titans all the time. Can I just not get freaking shieldy, boys? We can see the damage is pretty nice, but like if I sidearm the freaking what's it called, this thing was hitting harder, okay, and it's a special weapon. But honestly, the biggest fault has always been that when it comes down to DPS and everything, you just didn't really want to use this one over anything else. As I said, there was Gallahorn, even rocket launchers and everything would be better and stuff like that. There is just other better options to use, which a lot of people said will go for, but obviously against mobs like this, it actually is really, really sweet to counteract them. And next season, as I said, they are going to get that 40% increase in damage, which will do really, really well in certain situations. And as I said, definitely when it comes to DPS or the auto-loading holster and stuff, that does make it a lot more like usable to use. At the moment, I know people are going to see this and think, oh my god, it's so weak. But as I said, it's doing good damage now. But next season, with the extra buffs and everything to LMGs, they will start to absolutely wreck out. So, see, I'm hitting a 6,000 shot there, and then when I hit this, it's like 2.5. But as I said, this has the better RPM, boys. The better RPM. Alright, so we're going to go up against the freaking thick-ass Cabal. Kyle freaking sit on me. But we will be going in against these Cabal, as I said, with the Star Horsepower and everything. I'm going to be able to spam the ammo, of course. I will be able to, and every time I need to get ammo more, or like I run out of bullets, I can just freaking like holster it for a little bit and then just, you know what, take it out again. I'm gonna spam the hell out of this, but this is where the mob cleaning, it will make it actually kind of like sweet. You can't go in against mobs and stuff, so definitely I will say that next season this thing is honestly gonna be really, really nice. As I said, it's Arc 2, which means that if we do hit Arc 3.0, okay, I know we don't know what we're getting yet, boys, kind of a shame, but if we do get Arc 3.0, it just means that we will be able to go in with it a little bit more too, in terms of it will be Arc. So if there is any sort of like volatile light in terms of the LMG or arc damage and everything, so basically you see the void ones on right now. If there is elemental ores for arc next season, it will be really, really sweet for us dropping people on. Oh my god, this freaking sidearm does so much damage. This freaking sidearm meta, boys. But yeah, definitely next season when the people are using this to get, or using this, LMGs and everything, this could be definitely the perfect one for Arc 3.0. So as I said, it costs what, like 26 legendary shards. It's definitely gonna be worth picking up off Xur this weekend. Then after that, you can come back to it. The other thing is, boys, look at the scope that is on this weapon. It is, don't mind me saying, a sexy ass sight. This sight is actually really, really sweet. It just highlights everything. It's a really cool design and stuff. As I said, the 7 seraph weapons, honestly really cool. And the other thing is, boys, Warmind cells. I know Warmind cells are a big thing either. Not really anymore a big thing, but definitely Warmind cells were a big thing. So if they ever come back to the forefront, I don't think they will, but you know, these never say never, boys. If they ever come back, you got the big ass freaking Warmind cells to pop off. Look at that though. Get it back, boys. We just unload holster and we shred the next dude. I'm telling you right now though, with the buff that is coming, we will be able to kill mobs or bosses so much faster next season. So 100%, this is definitely gonna be worth it based off the roll. Oh, we wreck him out though, and then we just shred those ass, and there we go, boys. Nice kill, nice kill. As I said, it is actually really, really sweet. I know people might go for the dragonfly and all that sort of crap, but when it comes to this weapon for just DPS in terms of bosses and everything, it's gonna be really, really nice. Alright, boys, big boss time. Big ass boss time. This is where this thing is not really built for right now. Next season, though, I'm telling you, next season is where this thing's gonna be built. As I said, you actually see it's still a nice LMG, and if you want to reload, you can. As I said, you can see it's a very like long ass reload. But that's just because LMGs are always like that. That's why the unloading is actually super huge for this weapon. But when you, as I said, just put on the freaking thing in terms of the unloading, and you just switch it out for a little sec. And look at that, it's back. And I can just spam this guy, weapons of light too. I got so much freaking damage going right now. That's what I mean though. It is just, it's going to be really, really sweet next season with all the changes happening. We don't know if it's Arc 3.0. If it is though, it's even better. Warmind cells. There's so much crap going for this LMG next season. I will definitely say to pick this up off there. Well, that is it for me and the 7 seraph saw. As you can see, this weapon is really, really sweet, and there is so much going for it next season. It overall is just going to be a massive buff to LMGs in general. They're going to become a lot more relevant. I know PvP or PvE right now, DPS, they're never in the question because rocket launchers got buffed. Obviously, they're doing super well. Linears with like line the marksman and everything like that are doing really, really well too. But when it comes down to legendary LMGs and stuff, these things could be really, really sweet for just general mob clear or just killing champions, because this damage buff is going to be really, really sweet for it, especially if you do get one with the 20% extra against bosses, and then the Vorpal weapon going in as well. As I said, this thing is, it's going to start to probably slay out next season. 40% as well against normal enemies, which means that maybe those freaking champions will just get freaking dropped. But overall, I will say the 7 seraph, based off the role and changes that are coming into the game, it's going to be 100% worth it. The auto-loading it's so good PvE for this with the Vorpal. And definitely because this can spawn Warmind cells. I know Warmind cells are pretty much non-existent now, mod-wise and everything. But it can spawn them, so if they ever decided to bring them back for, like, even nothing to do with damage, but extra, like, I don't know, suppression or whatever, or ad control and everything, this thing could be really, really sweet. So the 7 seraph saw, I will say overall, it's going to be worth picking up. Also, the fact that it is an arc weapon. So if we do get Arc 3.0, it's a 50-50 chance that we do get Arc 3.0, and that means that this weapon will become really, really good synergy wise if there is a bunch of arc mods and everything like that. So I will say overall, pick it up off Xur. It is an absolute PvE god roll where these are getting a huge buff next season. So we'll definitely say go to Xur this week. He is on Nexas. It's 26 shards or something. It's super cheap. Pick this up, even if you have to vault it. We get it 100 extra space in vault anyway, so it makes no difference regardless. But definitely keep a roll of this because it's an absolute god roll, and it's going to be probably dope next season. But regardless, if you like the video, show us a like, and want to see more content, subscribe, and fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see the next collective in the next one.